Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 69, 70, 71, 72 Carryover League. Today it's the American League North. We went through the American League East. We already pulled those cards out and they're sitting outside the box to create some space. So we're going to go to the North with the Expos, the Indians, the Tigers, and the Ohio players. Starting with the Expos. Expos lose Gary Carter. They lose Lozado, Reedus, some 5 pitchers, Lee, Gullickson, Armstrong, Waits, and Niedenfuhr. And from 69, we have to move Ron Fairley, Mac Jones, who's not here, Coco LeBoy, who is a nameless card, Rusty Staub, Woody Woodward, who's not here, Dan McGinn, who's not here, Bob from 70, Bob Bailey, Adolfo Phillips is not here, Bobby Wine, and John Morris is not here. He's elsewhere, I believe. Yeah. And then from 71, Boots Day and Bill Stoneman. We don't have Boots Day here either. And there's Bill Stoneman. So, then if I see a card that belongs to a different team, I'll pull that out as well. So Hal Breeden is available. And he's okay. DH against lefties. Bateman is available. We've seen his card before. Not that great. Bacabella. Seeing this card better. Ron Hunt, we can pull him out. He belongs to the Giants. I'm going to pull his card out. Foley, I think he is a rookie. Let me just double check. I got a spreadsheet open that shows if players are in the other league. So Foley is, no, this is probably his rookie year. And yeah, he's a good defensive middle infielder. Has a little bit of pop. 241. 540 at bats, means he was an everyday player. He could replace Willie Lozado on the team. Clyde Mayshore is okay as an outfielder. Could replace Gary Reedus. Jim Ferry, not so much. Ron Woods, he needs to be on a different team, I believe. Ron Woods is on Seattle. I gotta pull this card out. He goes to Seattle. Singleton, there we go. And his first year at the Expos. Started his career with the Mets, now he's on the Expos. Still not in the league yet. Eventually he'll be on the Orioles. So somebody needs to pull the trigger and take the guy. He's always an on-base machine, even from his rookie year. So 70, 71, and 72 Singleton cards are all pretty good, and they get better in 73 next year. So we'll have to figure out if it's the Mets, the Expos, or the Orioles who sign up for Singleton. They only have one outfield spot open right now to the Expos. And that's the Gary Reedus spot. Okay, Mike Torres, he is in the league. Got to pull this one out. Torres is currently on Oakland. Baylor Moore, this is his rookie year. He had a weird career. He debuted here, then he missed like 3 or 4 seasons and returned in the late 70s. It's actually okay there, 347. So starter 7, that's not a bad card, really. Carl Morton, we saw this card earlier as well. He was better earlier. He went on the rotation with a lower ERA. Rich Hinton, nameless card we're not going to use. Tom Walker. He's an okay reliever. You need to replace Niedenfuhr and Armstrong. So this Tom Walker could be it. 288 ERA. That's very good. A lefty in the bullpen, Riddleberger, gets lefties out. Could replace Rick Waits. A lot of guys here. Mike Marshall. Be nice to get some playing time with the Expos before he gets shipped over to the Dodgers. Wow. So yeah, there's plenty of dudes here for the Expos, so that's looking pretty good. I'll move along. The next team is the Indians. Clevetown. It's never quite clear what Cleveland's time is. There's never a time where there really are what you would call great. But you would think that Cleveland would be contending with Detroit for the division title most times during this reissue. You got Julio Franco, Francona, Herr, Lescano, Wolford leaving with Whitson, Alejandro Pena, and Rod Scurry. And from 69, you have Jose Cardinal, who's not here. Tony Horton, who might be here. I'm not sure. He's not here either. Let's see. Duke Sims, who's not here. Sam McDowell, who's not here because he got traded. Tiant's there, though. There he is, Louis Tiant. Unfortunately, we'll turn him over. He's already here. And Eddie Watt. He's elsewhere in the league. And then Larry Brown, Ray Fosse. Fosse's here, I believe. Yeah, there's Fosse. Vada Pinson, Steve Hargan. Vada Pinson might be here in the outfield. Oh, he's not. And Hargan. That means there's going to be a lot of cards here. Fred Stanley and Steve Mangori. There's Fred Stanley. Is Mangori here? Logendorf, Mangori. Okay. Wow, that means there's a lot of cards here to consider. Alex Johnson, I believe he's still with the Angels. Is that correct? Yes, he's with California, so I gotta move him off the team. Terry Humphrey, let's see. Nope, he's available. You can take Terry Humphrey, though he's not very good. Chris Chambliss, here you go. He actually was a rookie in 71, and no, he wasn't taken because the team didn't have a need for a first baseman. And Terry Francona is gone, and hello, Chris Chambliss. I think you need to play for the Indians just for a little bit of time. So it appears that Chambliss will be the guy they take from 72. Next up is Brohammer, who I think is that's probably a rookie too, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's a rookie, not very good. Larval Blanks, nameless rookie. Buddy Bell, now we know the story here. He actually, it's funny that he's here in Cleveland, but he's technically still property of the Texas Rangers for an off season until they decide to move him. Frank Duffy, I think, is a rookie. Not mistaken. Yes, Frank Duffy's a rookie. Roy Foster's a rookie. Del Unser's property of Texas. Tom McGraw, this might be the best one yet. We saw that we didn't have a good 69, 70, or 71 McGraw because they all hit below 250. This one hits 258. Still not a lot of offense when you have to put him at first or corner outfield. You want more offense than that. Ron Lolich. Gaylord Perry, of course, is still with the Giants. We'll move him. Tidrow. Now, Dick Tidrow, I believe, is a rookie in 71 or 72, and this is an excellent card. Yes, Dick Tidrow. How about this starter 7? Losing record, but the 2.77 ERA, it's not bad. He'd be a great addition to the staff. If you wanted to move Louis Tiant to Boston, here's Louis Tiant. And actually, Louis Tiant was with Boston this year, and you currently have him on your roster. If you wanted to move Louis Tiant to the Red Sox, which is what probably will happen, the Red Sox will make an offer, Tidrow could take his roster spot. That's good enough. Dave Hamilton, a real crafty lefty who was a starter and reliever in the 70s. Yep, he is available. No, wait a minute. Yes, he's available. Sorry. Steve Hamilton is with the Giants. Dave Hamilton is available, and he's on Cleveland to be taken. Steve Dunning, he's okay, starter. Hilgendorf is nameless. Ray Lamb, not so much. Phil Hannigan, not so much. That's Cleveland. All right, next up will be the Tigers. Tigers, a year removed from a world championship, starting to see age creep up a little bit on this team, aging before our eyes. They lose. We knew that it's going to be a tough off season because they lose Trammell and Whitaker and these 84 guys: Andre Thornton, Rusty Kuntz, Krenchicki, Tom Brookins, Milt Wilcox, and of course Willie Hernandez, who won Cy Young Award and MVP in '84. So your Tigers, check this out. Look where Frank Howard ended up. Yeah, he was a Tiger in '72. Got to pull him out because he belongs to the Texas Rangers currently. Let me get through the Tiger guys. It's Cash, Horton. One thing about Detroit, they're pretty faithful. They've kept all these guys intact. Cash, Horton, Northrup, Roseborough's not here. Lolich and Mickey Lolich and Denny McClain. There's Lolich. I don't think there is a Denny McClain. He's gone by 72. Yeah. And then from the 70, it's going to be Freehan and K-Line. There's Freehan and Al K-Line. Still a good ball player. Hit 313. John Hiller, Howie Reed. Hiller should be here. At the back of the bullpen. John Hiller. I don't see Howie Reed. And then 71, Joe Coleman and Steve Keeley. Joe Coleman should be here. There's Joe Coleman. I don't see Steve Keeley anywhere. So, these are your Tigers you could draft. Tom Egan. You don't need a catcher. You've got Freehan and Roseborough. This guy's terrible. Here's another McAuliffe. Now, we mentioned McAuliffe will be a Tiger to replace Whitaker. It's a question of which year. This one at 240. He has a year where he walks over 100 times, and he's another good year where his batting average is over 250. I would take that over this one. Bobby Valentine. Now, is he available? Or is he yeah, he's available. Utility player only. Not much there. Ed Spezio's on the Padres. I'm going to move him to the Padres. Ed Brinkman. Yeah, is he? Yeah, he is on the Texas Rangers, I believe. AKA Washington Senators. Yeah. So Brinkman has to go to them. Mickey Stanley. It's weird because he should be already on the Tiger roster, and he's not because he didn't really put it all together. And again, his batting average is down to 234. Of course, he does have that stellar defense. A one-way player. Might get in the league. Woody Fryman. Here's a great card. This Fryman card, though, Woody Fryman is currently on Las Vegas. And when I'm looking at this, starter 8, great stats, doesn't go in the rotation, but get him in starter 8. So a team that's as bad as Las Vegas will probably improve it'll cost them a draft choice, but they're such a bad team, you've got to improve players like Woody Fryman when you get the chance. We've seen Tom Timmerman a few times, and I've advertised he's better in 72, and yes, he is. 2.88 ERA in 150 innings. Gary Wasilewski, I believe he is elsewhere. Let me just double check. No, he is. No, he's not. Sorry, I've just seen his name before, probably in one of the other boxes. So no, he is available, but it's nameless anyway. Bill Slayback, he's okay. Chris Zachary, another nameless. Those are your Tigers. So interesting group of guys. And lastly, an expansion team, another one, the Ohio players. And the Ohio players, so all the expansion teams were much better when they had the 80s talent with them. And with the Ohio players, they definitely lost a nice chunk of talent. They lost Jesse Barfield, Chili Davis, Mike Easler, Alfredo Griffin, Jerry Mumphrey, Tony Pena, Joaquin Andujar, and Ray Burris. Those are 8 quality players, and I don't think you're going to find 8 quality guys to replace them. So from 69, Jackie Hernandez is their property. Lou Klimchuk's not here. Versailles is not here. Al Downing is here. There's Al Downing. Doc Ellis. You know, the Pirates said, you're not taking Doc Ellis. Rudy May is still with the Angels. Dave Cash should be here. There's Dave Cash. And then from 70, Chunk Hitton's not here. Tom Hall. No, the Reds. Big Red Machine held on to Tom Hall. Mudcat Grant's not here. Ike Brown and Don Wilson. Ike Brown will be here, I believe. There's Ike Brown. And Don Wilson. Okay, so those guys are already in the league. All right, so Gates Brown, it's the 71 card. Whoever has the 71 Gates Brown, whether it's Detroit or Ohio, they're going to take him because 71 Gates Brown is 338. Hal King is unfortunately on Portland. Sorry about that, Ohio. Matty Alou is on the Pirates. Sorry about that again. Man. Clendenon, he's on the Mets. Sorry about that. Oh, you can have this guy, though. Tommy Reynolds. Yeah, he doesn't have a home. Not very good. Young Ben Ogilvy is available. Not very good. 241. John Jeter's available. He's a good defensive center fielder. Yeah. Oscar Gamble still hasn't figured it out yet. It's amazing how long he played pretty average stick, not much power at all. This is just as a pinch hitter, pretty much. Okay, here's a great player. Gene Klein, 72 Gene Kleins. We're talking about how these expansion teams really need the extra players who binge in their number of plate appearances. Actually, though, he didn't binge. Look at that. 311 at-bats and he had 334. So that was a heck of a year for Gene Kleins. And you stole him from the Pirates, so that makes up for losing the guys we just moved back to the Pirates. It was Matty Alou, Doc Ellis, right? So at least they'll end up with Gene Kleins. And I would say that's a first-round pick right there for an expansion team like Ohio. That's an excellent card. Defense, who cares? It's just too much offense to ignore. And Wayne Simpson, good, one-hit wonder. Now the Reds are kind of dismayed that they weren't able to get their guy, right, on a World Series team. But the thing is, this is not the good Wayne Simpson here. This is the 4.15 ERA version. It's the 1970 Wayne Simpson that is the one that should get into the league. So Cincinnati might still have that in their stack. I can't recall if they do. And then we have nameless cards: Jim Bibby, Les Kane, Jim Panther, Bob Veal, Chuck Taylor, and that's that. And that is all of that from the American League North. As long as Ohio expansion teams don't get screwed too bad, you'll get Gene Kleins, and we'll figure out the rest. All right, thanks for checking out these videos. We'll see you next time.